We're good to go.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the July 17th meeting of the City of Highland Park Zoning Board of Appeals. Patrick, may I get a roll call attendance, please?
Member Weisberg?
Here.
Member Chase?
Here.
Member Trashansky?
Here.
Member Zaransky? Vice Chair Yablon?
Here.
And Chair Bay.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. All right, first item on our agenda is the approval of the minutes from the June 19th meeting. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes? If so, I would entertain a motion.
Vice Chair Yablon makes a motion to approve the minutes as drafted.
Okay, and can I get a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And I will abstain for the record as I was not at that meeting, okay? All right, item number 3 is business from the public. Is there anybody here who is not on the agenda, doesn't have anything on the agenda? If you're on the agenda, now's not the time to speak, we'll get to you. But anybody here with something that's not scheduled that wants to say anything? Seeing nobody, we will move on. Item 4, old business, appears that was, we got a request for a continuance to continue it to the August 21st meeting. I'm told that we could probably approve that with a motion, so I would again entertain a motion.
Vice Chair Yablon makes a motion to continue old business VAR 2025-00047 to August 21st.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay. That's a motion by Vice Chair Yablon to continue the old business 175 Prospect to the August 21st meeting, seconded by Member Chase. Patrick, can I get a roll call vote on that one, please?
I think all we have to do is motion and,
Okay, we can.
Yeah.
How about all in favor?
yeah, perfect.
Okay, we're good, 6-0. It's continued to August 21st without further notice. All right, moving on. We've got new business. First item of new business is VAR-2025-00046, property address 1700 Meadow Lane, Appellant Joshua Mincer. Patrick, do we have a presentation, please?
Yes. Good evening, board. For those who don't remember me, you've only met me once, but my name is Anthony Mistretta. I'm a planner with the Community Development Department. I'm here to present 1700 Meadow Lane, VAR 2025-00046.
Could you raise your microphone just a little bit?
Sorry. Good?
Thank you.
The applicant, Joshua Mincer, that is a typo up there. Apologies for that. But this is R3 zoning, and it is to a variation for fence height. The home was built in 1920. That's per the Lake County Assessor's Office. And in the R3, the height is 6 feet. It's to allow 2 feet higher, to allow a gate of 8 feet in the driveway. This is site location per the GIS. And you can see Meadow Lane kind of goes right up to the house there. That also serves as the driveway for the property leading into the actual home. This is the aerial view of it. And then the fence height requirement is 6 feet within a front yard, required front yard. This is kind of an irregular lot. It's not really, evenly shaped. So it's got multiple frontages across each of its sides there. So it's like a circular shaped lot almost. These are the photos that were taken by Patrick and myself. These are the gate that was already installed. It is an existing gate that was already installed prior to seeking approval from, or prior to seeking a variation. So these are the existing photos of the gate. And then this is the proposed rendering elevations of the gate that are already existing there. There were no comments from Forestry, Building Division, Engineering. There was no public comments up until this point, and nothing up until this very moment has been given comment-wise. Again, the maximum height allowed is 6 feet per the zoning code. The gate existing is currently 8 feet. So the variation will be to allow an 8 feet or an 8-foot gate to exist on the lot. Should use the Chapter 173 standards for approval here. And that would cover any questions for staff.
That's my question. Any questions for staff?
Sorry,
That's all right.
I'm new.
That's okay. That's all right.
I would just to confirm, so there already is an 8-foot gate there?
Yeah, the gate was built prior to seeking approval from the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions for staff? Seeing none, I'll say thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay. All right, and we'll ask if there's anyone else here who would like to be heard on this matter. If so, if you would please approach the podium.
You can speak. Yeah, you're good. No, just right. Yeah, right there.
If you could just state your name for the record, please, sir.
Yeah, Josh Mincer. I'm the homeowner at 1700 Meadow.
Okay.
And I
Mr.
wanted,
Mincer, first I need to swear you in. I ask you if you will affirm or attest that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
yes, I would do.
Okay, please proceed.
Yeah, I just want to clarify one comment to Ms. Chase's question about the permit. My subcontractor, unbeknownst to me, didn't pull a permit for the gate. I had assumed that he did, and I learned sort of much later on that it never had been approved or gone through that process. But any other questions, I'm happy to have.
How long has that been there?
About a year and about 19 months, I think is the exact.
Do you have any conversations with your contractor as to why he didn't pull the permit?
Yeah, and his comment was, I don't know, I thought that you were having your general contractor that was doing the house pull it.
He didn't charge you a permit fee, did he?
No, I looked back to confirm that, no, he did not.
Okay. All right. Any other questions for Mr. Minzer? I'll continue on. You haven't heard anything from the neighbors, pro or con, as far as any objections or concerns about letting this
No.
remain there?
No, nothing. I haven't heard anything to date, no.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Any other questions for this witness? Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Anybody else want to be heard on this matter? Seeing none, I will poll the board, and we will start with Member Trushansky.
It said use standards 173.
Yeah.
Correct.
we
This is not
just-
a zoning code.
Do we have those in front
We
of
do.
us?
If you,
It should be underneath your 150 possibly.
there's three standards. They're a little bit more lenient than the regular zoning standards.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the standards. This meets all the requirements. I'm fine with this. It's a no-brainer.
Member Weisberg.
Yeah, I agree. I have nothing really to add.
Member Chase.
I don't know if I've heard the standards addressed, actually. So were they addressed in the materials? I don't.
I think in the application they were.
Okay. Can I then pass while I go back and look at it?
Sure. Member Zaransky.
I wish I had something to add, but I agree with my colleagues that they meet the standards.
Vice Chair Yablow.
I think the standards have been met. I guess this is a reminder to those in the room as well as anyone listening from home that you need to dot your i's and cross your t's when you're doing any sort of remodeling, construction, and I'm okay with this. But I'm really glad that it's something I'm okay with and not saying, sorry, you have to take it down. So, but because I believe the standards have been met, I would move to approve.
Okay, thank you. I agree with my colleagues, and I compliment the admonition from the Vice Chair. And with that, I would ask for a motion.
Have you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did
I
you want to?
just, all we're looking at here is the height, not the, not the actual structure that's being put in.
Correct.
Can I ask a staff question?
Sure.
Patrick, we're only approving the gate, right? We're not approving a 8-foot fence around the whole perimeter.
Correct, just the gate. Yeah,
just
if you
the-
approve this, that they can't put an entire 8-foot fence around their property.
And again, I should ask you, this is just the height of the gate, not the actual, is the gate already there, or this is a?
Yeah.
So that is the gate?
Yes.
Okay, so,
You can
Okay.
kind of see it, but yes.
okay, No, after reviewing the letter, yes, I agree. I think the standards have been met.
Okay. Any other questions or statements? All right, I would look for a motion, please.
Vice Chair Yablon makes a motion to approve the variance as drafted.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, that's a motion by Vice Chair Yablon to approve the request for the fence variation, seconded by Member Zaransky. May I get a roll call vote, please?
Yes. Member Weisberg?
Aye.
Member Chase?
Aye.
Member Trashansky?
Aye.
Member Zaransky? Aye. Vice Chair Yablon?
Aye.
And Chair Bay?
Aye. Congratulations, you're approved.
Chair, would I mind you creeping up to the mic just a little bit more? I think you're being a little faint.
You want? We good now?
Yeah.
Great. I'm usually told to be quiet, not to talk loud. So, all right, moving on. The next item on our agenda is the second item of new business, which is VAR-2025-00051, property address 1989 Richfield Avenue. Appellants are Jeffrey and Judith Golden. And do we have a presentation from staff?
So, 1989 Richfield Avenue. Applicant Jeffrey and Judith Golden. The proposal is to encroach within the front and side yard requirements. The property is located in the R4 zoning district, and the existing home was built in 1963, according to Lake County Assessor. The requested relief is to encroach into the side yard setback of 12.2 feet by 6.05 feet for a living space and garage addition, and to encroach into the front yard setback of 40 feet by 18.3 feet for a garage addition. Here is where the property is located. As you'll notice, the bend in the road kind of creates an interesting front lot line, and it is a somewhat irregularly shaped lot. And here's a kind of aerial of the neighborhood and property. Again, just kind of looking at the platted survey. The existing home is currently non-conforming with the side yard setbacks. A lot of this has to do with kind of the pie shape of the lot, since the lot width is measured at the midpoint of lot depth. Since it widens out, it makes the side yard requirement greater. And so the shape of the lot kind of dictates having this nonconformity with the existing home. So the property photos, this is kind of me standing on the bend of the Richfield Ave street. The new additions will be here on this portion of the property. The garage will kind of be sitting right where this car is parked, and there'll be another addition on the side here. You can see the existing conditions highlighted in blue, the proposed additions in yellow, and the red is the buildable area. Those are the setback requirements. So from here, they're projecting 18.3 feet, so they are 21.7 feet away from the front property line. And they are projecting 6.05 feet into the side yard requirement, so they will be sitting 6.15 feet away from this property line. In total, this area here of encroachment is 344 square feet, and the side yard encroachment is this here, and there's a little sliver here next to the garage for 133 square feet. Here are the proposed elevations. You'll see here the garage addition here, just having the cars load straight into the house. The existing driveway will be removed, and the addition here will be, that's where the encroachment in the side yard will be located. Back in 2002, this home had previously received an approval order. You can see that in yellow here. So the applicant is reworking their proposal and kind of shifting this portion of the addition to the front here for their garage. But They were approved for this side yard encroachment back in 2022.
But I'm assuming since they haven't acted on it, it has in essence expired at this point.
Correct. We didn't receive any other comments from city staff or from neighbors. So in review, there are two relief to encroach into the side yard setback of 12.2 feet by 6.05 feet and to encroach into the front yard setback of 40 feet by 18.3 feet. Board should be using chapter 150 standards of approval, and let me know if you have any questions.
Okay. I have a couple questions. The last, actually that one, yeah, the one with the yellow, that's what was previously approved.
Correct.
Okay, and do you have some type of drawing that shows what is being requested and where it is in relation to the lot lines?
So like an overlay of what's changed?
Right.
I do not have that. Possibly the architect could have. I'll have the architect speak on a little bit. We don't have that exhibit to share currently, though. All I can do is kind of flash between them quickly.
All right, so,
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
oh, okay. All right, so now that's
So this is
the
what it's,
additional yellow is where, and the front of the house is where how they've
Correct.
reworked it, okay.
yeah, so this is what is before you today. And then this is what was approved. So generally this bigger chunk is now just in front of the house.
What was approved before, was that for a garage or for some other purpose?
It was, okay, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Explain to me, if you would, Patrick, how, I understand how the front yard setback is affected by there being a odd shape and irregular shape to the lot. How does that affect the side yard setback?
So the way these side yards are measured is they're measured at the halfway point of the lot. So there's some municipalities that measure closer to the front yard requirement, which in this case would make a smaller requirement. But the further you move back in the lot, the wider the lot is, meaning the wider the side yard requirement becomes. And this is the existing home. Those setbacks were kind of set by this detached garage and just the existing nonconformity of that house,
So if they're front.
which had already existed, because this is what was approved in 2002. These conditions were the same.
So if the front lot line were quote-unquote straighter, that would in essence allow them to measure from further back and increase the size of the side yard setback.
Yeah, irregularities always cause a little bit of complications when it comes to the setbacks, but it's hard to place square things on irregular shapes.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Any other questions for
I
staff?
have a question.
Sure.
The existing home is also violating the setback. Was there variance for that, or was it?
No, so as long as, and this is true of anything, as long as no bulk is being changed in the nonconformity, you do not need to request a variation.
No, but I
for it to
mean, when it
continue.
was built.
Oh, when it was built, that I didn't have any information on. This is the only variation on record. So it is a home built in the 60s. It was a while ago.
It was before they had rulers and things.
It was before they had rulers, yeah. I mean, previously the setbacks would have been 12 feet for both sides. This is still, I can't remember how close. Oh, it is 12 feet, so it would have conformed in the 60s.
Could you leave up, I'm sorry, could you leave up what they're requesting as opposed to what? is
Sorry,
approved?
yes.
Thank you. That's what I think more relevant right now.
Yes.
And there's no bulk issue with the proposal, correct?
No, they conform with, it is a single-story house.
Okay. Any further questions for Patrick? Seeing none, thank you, staff. We'll ask if there's anybody else here who'd like to be heard on this matter. If so, please come up to the podium. If you could state your name for the record, sir.
Jeff Golden.
All right, and do you, affirm or attest that testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Please proceed.
So thank you for seeing us. So I'm assuming there'll be questions about why the change. That last one was not ADA ready, and this one is. So the hardship is we want to stay here. The current garage is outside, 60 feet away, snow, inclement weather. Thank you. So we want to make sure that we can stay in the house. We've been here a long time in Highland Park and want to remain in place. We also wanted to move the bulk up for a couple reasons. One is our neighbor, Jeff Fine, who's here. This will create a greener, more dense space adjacent to his outdoor living space, which the old house was kind of across from and would have been line of sight, and this takes that out. Plus, we wanted to reduce the light spillage over into the vines as well. And we wanted to create more density in accordance with our neighbor behind us request. He's not here, but Mitchell Roth, that was a request that he had, so we wanted he was okay with the last one. He came and said, yeah, it was fine. That's the hardship. We want to stay in place. We want to do it while we're young and healthy and feel like we have the strong finances to complete it. I also wanted to bring my neighbors. Thank you for coming. This is the neighbors on either side of me as well. So,
Were you the owners when the first variation was granted that
Yes.
was not acted on?
yes.
Any other questions for this witness?
I have one.
Sure.
So right now, the house is, the garage is that blue square, it's detached?
Yes.
Is that remaining on the property?
Yes.
It's going to remain,
Yeah.
will it be used as a garage?
No, that will be a workshop and some storage for us. And the neighbor behind us has a pool right on the other side of that, so he kind of likes that bulk for noise. So we're talking fruit trees. That was his specific request.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is there any reason the addition couldn't be, I guess, just within the boundaries of what's required? Not the garage part, but the part on the side? I guess, what's the purpose of putting it there as opposed to, I guess, behind the house or on the other side?
That would cut off the light. This house is a 1963 kind of updated mid-century classic. So every other design takes out windows, takes out light in the house. So you can see that side there has like higher windows, but that's not really light producing in that side.
I'm assuming you brought your neighbors on either side as support because they're perfectly fine with you doing this. You haven't heard from any neighbors who have said anything against it?
No, I've invited all of them. I went and spoke to all of them directly. The other neighbors behind us didn't understand why they had the sign because we did such a nice job of not affecting them.
Okay. All right. Any
So
other-
I invited them all to come and really wanted my neighbors to the sides because they're most affected.
Any other
And
questions?
my architect is here.
Okay. Any other questions for Mr. Golden? Seeing none, thank you, sir. I will ask if there's anybody else here who would like to say something at this point. Okay. If you'd state your name for the record, sir.
My name is David Slack.
I will ask if you will affirm or attest that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
I'm on the opposite side of with the gray roof. Nope. Yep, that's me. So I've lived in Highland Park for 36 years, and I've been in this particular house for 30 years, raised my family here, and we're not going anywhere. So I've seen 4 families come through this home over the last 30 years, and of course we were delighted to meet the Goldens, and what a wonderful job they've done on the house so far and enhancing our block and beautifying the home, and the landscaping and everything they do has been really beautiful. We've become good friends with them and really encouraged them when they were first looking to move onto the block, because it's a very, very special block. So I'm very much in favor of them being able to do this, and we're not going anywhere. My wife and I are staying, and that's really all I have to say.
Okay, thank you. Any questions?
S-L-A-C-K, right? Like the pants.
Okay.
Okay?
No questions? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else have anything to say on this matter? If you could state your name for the record, please, sir.
Hi, I'm Jeff Fine.
I'll ask if you will affirm or attest that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, yes.
Please go ahead.
So I'm at 1980 Hidden Ridge Lane, which is the property just, I guess, there you go. Just to the left of theirs, which is the property that their addition is really kind of encroaching towards. And there's a bunch of high trees that are between our properties. I'm fine with them having, I know it was fine last time as well with them having it a little further. We've been there at the house for 20 years. We have no plans to move either, but I have no problem with them, building their dream house and being able to enjoy it for years to come. So that's kind of our thoughts.
Great, thank you. Any questions for this witness? Seeing none, I'll say thank you. And I'll ask again if there's anybody else here who would like to say anything. It's not mandatory. Sorry. Okay.
Chair, if
Bless you, Yvonne?
if the architect is here, which it seems like she is, maybe to talk a little bit more about the unusual hardship of this property.
If you could state your name for the record, please.
Lenore Weiss.
And I will ask if you affirm or attest that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
So we did explore different ways to answer your question of providing an attached garage, because before the prior approved scheme it had the detached garage, and we realized that that was not going to fit into subsequent criterion. And we did do a plan, which I'm not going to show, the inside of the house, which does have ADA compliance so that they can age in place. And because of those wider dimensions, that necessitated the side yard encroachment, to answer your question. The attached garage logically makes sense at that location based on all of the spaces inside the home as well as the new spaces that would be added on. The old garage, it's cumbersome even now to get to. And the homeowners want to make it easier and more direct to be able to access their home in an attached garage situation. And this is the easiest way to do it. And I might just posit that, we kind of looked at it for sure different ways, but the way you would perceive the setback from the street, we actually measured, it's almost like 50 feet from the street, and the required setback is 40. But what you perceive, because of the weird nature, the odd shape of the geometry of the property, that's why we're needing to ask for the extra space.
Okay.
Does that answer the question?
It does, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions for this witness? Seeing none, say thank you.
Thank you.
Since I think everyone in the room has spoken at this point, there's probably no one else here that wants to say anything. So I will poll the board, and I will start with Member Zaransky.
I think it's a good plan. I think the hardship is clearly the geometry of the lot. I think you kind of hit it on the head. Again, I think it's a smart plan, and I support the variation.
Okay, thank you. Member Weisberg.
Yeah, I would just like to add that, I think the whole process was done really well by the applicant, getting the neighbors involved, modifying the plans so that everyone's happy. Because the only real standard I think that could have been in jeopardy was if it was injurious to other parties or their neighborhood, but that's obviously been cleared, so, I too would be for approving.
Thanks. Member Chase?
I think the standards have been met. I also appreciate that we know how the neighbors feel about it. Because they're the ones most impacted by the encroaching into the side yard. And that's it.
Great. Member Trushansky?
Yeah, I really don't have much to add. I think the standards have been met, and I also agree with everyone that I think it was really good that you got the neighbors involved in the process.
Thank you. Vice Chair Yamla?
I agree with those who spoke before me and would absolutely grant
Thank you.
this variance.
I, too, have not much to add. I agree 100%. It's heartwarming to see. We get a lot of people who say they've lived in Highland Park a long time, and they're not going anywhere, and that's always good to hear. So we want to encourage that. So I, too, would support the variation. Having said that, I would entertain a motion.
Vice Chair Yablon makes a motion to approve the variance as drafted.
And can I get a second?
I'll second.
Okay, that's a motion by Vice Chair Yablon to approve the variation requested, seconded by Member Trushansky. Patrick, can I get a roll call vote, please?
Yes. Member Weisberg?
Aye.
Member Chase?
Aye.
Member Trushansky?
Aye.
Member Zaransky?
Aye.
Vice Chair Yablon?
Aye.
And Chair Bay?
Aye. Motion passes 6-0. Congratulations, you're approved. Thank you very much. All right. Next item on our agenda is the staff report. Do we have a staff report, Patrick?
We do not.
Okay. Item number 7, miscellaneous. I actually have something. I wasn't at the last meeting, but I did get the email from staff requesting that we sign a document. Apparently,
hold
that was
harmless.
a supposed hold harmless and indemnification agreement, which I gather now that matter has been dropped. Before you respond, what I'm going for is I'd like to know where that request came from. I think candidly, it was like a little bit disrespectful, like trying to sneak one in. And now everybody said we don't want to sign it, so it's just kind of gone away with no explanation as to why it was asked of us, why it is now being withdrawn. I'd like someone, maybe Corporation Counsel, to speak as to why we were presented with such a ridiculous document in the first place.
I will get you that answer. I received this information from CMO's office, city manager's office. So I will follow up with them. And I have not heard anything since the email of please get this by whatever July 1st it was, the date for the deadline. Yeah, I remember coming across that today and honestly forgetting about it. So I will follow up and I will get you some answers.
I appreciate it. I was heartened by the fact that despite me not being here, that pretty much everyone was unanimously against signing it. So that's good. Anyone else have anything they'd like to say on that matter?
Just piggybacking on the question, was this asked of other commissions? Do you know?
Yes, I believe it was every commission. I could be wrong.
I spoke with someone, I think it was Jennifer Dotson, and she explained that this was given to everybody.
Just to try and slide it through.
Yeah, okay.
I assume it had to be approved by the city council for that request to be made. Council.
Sorry, what, I missed the front end of the discussion.
Request for us to sign the quote-unquote indemnification, hold harmless. I assume that request had to be approved by city council before it was presented to the various commissions. First you've heard of it?
Yeah, it honestly is.
I'm not sure
But
if
I'm
city council had to
Yeah.
approve. I think that it was just the.
Corporation council can just do things sua sponte on their own motion.
I'm not sure where it originated from. It might have just been the manager's office that originated it. I don't have any more information. I understand your
The
frustration.
explanation that I got was that they required it for a number of years and then they stopped doing it for a number of years and now they wanted to do it again.
Good luck with that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any more information you get, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
I will let your concerns be heard.
Okay.
Do we have business in 2 weeks? Or
So we did have 2 items scheduled, but I'm hearing that we will have 3 members unable to attend that meeting. The new member, I believe, cannot attend that meeting as well. So I will start getting things going to try and push those items to the 21st.
So it would look like our next meeting would be the 21st then.
Yeah, I will. I'll start getting everything in gear and figuring it out, though.
All right, thank you. Anything else from anybody? Seeing nothing, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Second?
Second?
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.